SR400. What do I think? What's up, everyone? It's Alex. I was asked recently what my opinion is on the Yamaha SR400, so real quick snapshot, here you go. Yamaha came out with these things a couple of years back as kind of a cool little like retro 4-stroke single 400cc kind of a classic bike deal. When I say kind of a classic bike deal, I mean 100% classic bike kind of deal. I think it's a really cool little bike. 400cc 4-stroke single cylinder, really classic, straight like banana board seat on it. Everything about this bike is straight up classic Yamaha SR. I haven't ridden one in about a year, but last time I rode one, it was a really cool, peppy kind of little around town bike. Definitely too small and light for any kind of extended interstate or highway riding. I mean, you could do it if you're like super He-Man, super He-Womanly, but it's definitely not meant for extended highway riding at all. Really, really cool little bum around town bike. Very similar riding to me in a way to like all the Royal Enfields that I've ridden that I like a lot, and all those kind of smaller classic bikes like that. Awesome to bum around town on. Tons of fun for stuff like that. Tons of fun for bombing like back roads like Natchez Trace and stuff like that here around the Middle Tennessee area. Another thing I really like about the bike is that Yamaha did decide to fuel inject it. So unlike all your classic bikes that have pain in the ass carburetors on them, I say pain in the ass, they're not that bad, but they're a lot more difficult than fuel injection for a lot of people, okay? Don't shoot me. They did decide to fuel inject the thing, which is super cool. It makes it super easy. Another interesting choice that they made is they fuel injected it and made it kickstart only. Now, to some people who are motorcycle nut jobs like me, kickstart only actually makes it cooler and more interesting. To some other people who like electric starting and like stuff to be easy, it's kind of a little bit of a turnoff. So that's kind of a dividing thing. Some people love kickstart, some people hate kickstart, but they did make the interesting choice of making a fuel-injected motorcycle that is kickstart only. I think that's cool. Some people think that's stupid. It is what it is. They also, for some reason, decided to make it disc brakes in the front and classic drum brakes in the back. I'm not really sure why they did that, because they could have just put a disc on the back. I mean, maybe they were going for the classic aesthetic to it. They just wanted it to look and feel as classic as possible, and all classic bikes had drum brakes on the ass of them. But they did do discs in the front and drums in the back, so that is what it is. The biggest criticism that I have for Yamaha on this, and I don't criticize Yamaha a lot, but I'm going to right now for a second, even though it does have a reasonably low brand new price tag on it, I think that they set the price bar a little bit high for what it is. I've sold several of these bikes. I haven't sold as many of them as I thought that I would for how cool the little bike is. I think the reason for that is for the size and category of the bike, they made it just a little bit too expensive. I think they should have shot for just a little bit lower of a price point, especially with it being kickstart only and stuff like that. So that's just my opinion. You guys may disagree. I mean, it's an inexpensive bike, brand new, but for what it is, I think they shot just a little bit high, okay? Anyway, that's just my overall brief opinion on the bike. It's a cool little bike. It's a great little retro runaround bike. If you like classic styling, but you don't want to deal with a lot of the classic mechanical headaches of a 30 or 40-year-old motorcycle, this is an awesome little bike for you. If you dig kickstart, it's an awesome bike for that. It's just a really cool little bike. I think brand new, they made them just a little bit expensive. They're not really too bad, but it is a really cool little bike, all right? Peace.